Believe me, I'm watching the market move more toward things being in favor of the seller. All right, how's it going? My name is Christopher McGee. I'm the owner of Halcyon Real Estate, and I'm affiliated with the Keller Williams Market Center in Salt Lake City, Utah. Today is the 19th of February, and this is the Numbers and the Nuance. This is a video series you come to every Monday to know exactly what is happening in Utah's real estate market from week to week. So here's what I'm seeing as I look at the numbers right now. I'm seeing that average list price looks to be on the rise, okay? I'm also seeing that the number of homes sold seem to be on the rise. And I'm seeing that notwithstanding the previous week's wild anomaly of how far the gap became between average list price and average sold price, we had a 1 week wild dip, and as of this week's numbers, we see that number come back to the trend on which it seemed to be. And that trend seems to be, listen, all of 2023, because interest rates were up as high as they were, and because the inflation of our housing market had brought home prices up to where they are, through all of 2023, buyers were buying homes at $10,000 to $20,000 less on average than those homes were being listed for. And that's the gap that I'm seeing get closer to nothing. And with inventory trending down for the last 2 quarters now, believe me, I'm watching the market move more toward things being in favor of the seller. But let's look at the data. What does the data say? As of right now, our inventory sits at 7,180, which is up from the previous week just by 10, and we'll take it because it's been trending down for a minute. Average days on market is 59. That's down from the previous week. We can still see this trending up. Our average list price this prior week was $656,570. That's down from its previous week, and it's hard to tell where it's trending. It was trending moderately down until about 5 weeks ago, and then it's been up, down, with 2 successive downturns that were each higher than the last low. You see that? And so I'm hoping next week doesn't bump up again. Let's cross our fingers. The average sold price last week was $648,441, which means that this week the difference between average list price and average sold price came to $8,129 in the buyer's favor. That is up from last week, back to where our trend line was headed before last week's wild anomaly. And so while our trend line shows a downtrend, if we consider last week's plummet an anomaly, which it was, and just look at the data points, you'll see this is trending up. Homes sold last week came to 493. That's up from the previous week, trending down overall from the beginning of 2023's 4th quarter, but all of February's data points are either at or above that trend line. And this will continue to go up as we finish this month and head into March. Number of homes under contract right now comes to 4,765. That is up from the previous week. This has been trending up for nearly 2 months now. The number of price reductions we had last week was exactly as the week prior, 513. This is trending slightly down. And last but not least, the number of listing contracts that were either canceled, expired, or withdrawn from the MLS this last week came to 260, up a bit from the previous week, and we are trending moderately down on this data set. Okay, there it is. That's the data. Like I said, average list price doing this, and then this, and then this, and then this on its way up for the last 4 or 5 data points. And so we'll see, but we wouldn't expect that to come down in March is the thing. And here we are more than halfway through February. So I do think we saw that early rise of the number of buyers and the consequences of that number of buyers this year compared to where we would normally see it start really in March. But that's it. That's the data. If you have any questions about any of it or my thoughts on it, hit me in the comments. Let me know. As always, if you or anybody you know is looking to buy a home in Utah in the coming months, I hope you're comfortable reaching out to me. I'd be happy to hear from you. Let's have a conversation about what's important to you. I'll be more than happy to keep you educated on what the market is doing and happy to be on your team representing you. And of course, as always, if you want to stay educated on Utah's real estate market, not what happened last year, not what happened last quarter, but what's happening right now. If you want to stay educated on that, then hit subscribe. You can stay as educated as I am on the matter from Monday to Monday. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.